Welcome back to another edition of Liberty Lunch Break from Off the Wire, the topic du jour. So, what is the topic du jour? Gun buyback program goes terribly wrong. Or does it? Let's talk about it. Don't forget, these segments are no more than 5 to 10 minutes long. They will air Monday through Friday at noon. So, if you like the show, please hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Cajun Libertarian. You can follow me on Facebook, The Cajun Libertarian, Twitter at The Cajun Libert 1. And so please do all that if you're listening later on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. Then please leave me a 5-star review. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, topic du jour. Gun buyback program goes terribly wrong, or does it? Let's talk about it. Well, look, there's a reason that I wanted to talk about this today, because I saw this viral video of some folks that were setting up outside of a gun buyback program in, I think, Texas. And I'm really trying to find it. I could not find it. And so I found this older story, which is equally awesome. So anyway, the guys set up outside of the gun buyback program, and they offered more money than what the cops were offering and bought a bunch of guns. It's glorious. I wish I'd have thought of that myself. If I can, I'll absolutely share that video to my Twitter feed. So, go follow me over there, the Cajun Libert 1. This story is a little bit older. It's from like 2022, but it is great in my opinion. And it goes perfectly with the recent viral video of the example that I just laid out for you. So let's get into it. West Virginia man makes $21,000 at New York gun buyback through loophole. First of all, outstanding. New York's Attorney General has changed the rules of a state gun buyback program after a West Virginia man obtained $21,000 in gift cards using a loophole in the program's rules. At the buyback, he turned in 60 printed auto sears, small devices that can convert firearms into fully automatic weapons. Under the rules of the buyback, hosted by Attorney General Letitia James, Office and City Police, that entitled him to $350 for each of the printed parts, including a $100 premium, since the fact that they didn't have serial numbers made them quote unquote, scare quotes, ghost guns under the program's rules. The seller who can't read today for some reason. The seller, who declined to provide his real name, said in an email to the Associated Press on Monday that the prospect of making money was enticing, but the big reason he took part in the buyback was to send a message. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. He called the idea of buybacks ridiculously stupid. That's quote unquote ridiculously stupid. And he is right. They are ridiculously stupid. Adding that, quote, the people running this event are horribly uneducated about guns, gun crime, and the laws surrounding the regulation of guns, end quote. Again, perfectly correct. Almost every anti-gun or pro-gun grabber that I've ever spoken to is like the most ridiculously ignorant people on the planet when it comes to firearms. They know nothing about them. All they do is just absorb and parrot these absolutely ignorant talking points from far leftists, right? And some Republicans too, right? Let's not, mix it up here. There's a lot of Republicans that like gun control, lots of them. This is not a an issue that only comes from one side of the aisle. This is a binary issue here. Well, not a binary, but it's a bilateral issue. It doesn't matter what mascot these people represent in Congress that are passing these laws. They're all for gun control, almost all of them, with a few exceptions. So credit to this guy. Not only did he make $21,000 in gift cards for this stupid, idiotic way of going about trying to get guns off the streets, which all of the people turning in their guns aren't people that are committing crimes. And I'm sure he talked about that's probably one of the reasons he did it. None of those people are committing the crimes that you're trying to prevent from happening. All of the criminals that will commit the quote unquote gun crimes that you're trying to stop, they ain't selling their guns back to the government. I promise you. And they're getting them via the black market. So every one of your stupid, idiotic gun control laws never works. And it actually hurts. Who does it hurt the most? Usually people in poorer communities like black and brown. And it hurts women substantially worse than anyone else. Substantially worse. Let's hear a quote now from Letitia James, which I find absolutely hilarious. Quote, "It's shameful. It's shameful, y'all. Shameful that this individual exploited a program that has successfully taken thousands of guns off the streets to protect our communities from gun violence," end quote, James's office said in a statement. Thousands of guns off the street to protect our communities. From who? As I previously stated, all of the people turning in their guns aren't committing crimes. You are doing nothing but disabling good, innocent people from protecting themselves. Full stop. It's shameful, she says. No, what's shameful is you corrupt garbage tyrants continuing to push this absolutely debunked narrative on all fronts that somehow a piece of metal with some oiled parts is the problem. It's so Neanderthal and so stupid. And here's the thing, too. These people like Letitia James, they know that. Don't get it mixed up. They full well know that. They do not care. They do not care. The point is to disarm good people that aren't going to do anything wrong. They don't care about the criminals. They know they're not going to stop them. Not only is it shameful that you continue to push this garbage, it's also shameful that you even tried to institute this ridiculous gun buyback program, and yet this man exploits it, makes $21,000, and absolutely proves this stuff idiotic. And again, going back to the beginning, kudos to the people. I'm pretty sure it's in Texas, that viral video that I saw. The cops actually chased them out of the park, so they just went further down the road and wound up buying a whole bunch of guns because they sold them, I think, for like, whatever you're trying to sell, we'll pay $50 more for it. Hey, capitalism for the win. And we'll leave it there. Tonight at 6 p.m. Central, I will be live. Off the Wire will be live with a special guest appearance from Jeff Charles, Chasing Liberty, author and Substack writer. I'm going to spend a few minutes on a story or two, and I'll bring him on, and then we'll have an absolutely fantastic conversation. He has about 70,000 followers on Twitter, and for good reason. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share the show. And I will see you all tonight, 6 Central, for an outstanding live episode of Off the Wire. Outside of that, I will see you tomorrow, same Cajun time, same Cajun channel, and